feel like I'm giving off like a modern Disney villain, like Cruella de Vil vibe with this makeup look. This is another episode in my series Throwback Thursdays, where I pick up old palettes that used to be hyped before and I use them again in a new way, or maybe at least a new way for me, just to give some inspiration on how to use makeup that you might own and don't want to forget to use, because we all fall into that trap. We buy the newest and shiniest thing and we use that, and then we just leave that and continue to the next new and shiny thing. And yeah, I have this series just for us to be reminded of the beautiful makeup that we already have and own. And every time in this series I have a poll up here in the corner where you can vote for what palette you would like me to use next. And last time, which was such a long time ago, I'm so sorry, you voted for the Melt Radioactive Stack. Like these colors, and I used the yellow and the green in this look, and I also used two of the colors from the Melt She's in Party stack, two of the grayish mauve deep plum shades, so it's two matte plum shades basically, and I will put them down below, and I will put some similar colors also down below, or like describe the colors at least. I'll see if I can do both down in the description box, so you can shop your own stash for similar colors. You can also do this look with browns, obviously. So this is a way, like usually when I do this throwback series, I use the palette like it is, but once before I have used the palette and added a new thing to show how you can like bring back some new life to a palette just by adding one more thing. And here instead I wanted to show you, like, so if you have some neon shadows at home, maybe it's not even this stack, maybe it's like the Take Me Back to Brazil from BH Cosmetics, just giving an example, or some other neon things, and you're like, I don't know how to use this anymore, I'm out of ideas. I'm giving you a new idea for some like party makeup that you could do if you have somewhere fun you want to be. So yeah, don't forget to take the poll up here, and let's just get into this look. Okay, we are gonna work with some melt shadows. I have not all of my melt shadows, but I have 3 of my 4 stacks here, and I have already like divided them into the colors I am going to be using. I do have the whole like neon stack here. I'm going to use this green, and I am going to use this yellow, but I am actually going to skip these 2 because I feel like those 2 are the shadows that maybe most people would actually, correct me if I'm wrong, like know what to do with. And I'm going to use those together with 2 other melt shadows, and hopefully I explained this a bit in the beginning. This is from the She's in Party stack. This is the matte Last Caress, and it is the matte Meanstreak. I will explain what kind of shadows these are down in the description box so that you can shop your stash for something similar. I am going to do a half cut crease. That is the plan, and I am going to start out with the lighter one, which is called Last Caress, and I'm going to take that in the crease and in the outer V, and I'm going to take it a bit above my crease at the inner part. So let's just start with that. As you can see, I'm putting this a bit higher here, almost all the way up to the brow bone, or to the brow, so to speak, because I just want it to be a bit open here. I'm going to put the yellow and green there after we're done with the crease. And I want it to be a bit more dark here at the end. I'm just blending this out, and I will put a bit of that darker one here as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the darker one that I hid here like behind, which is called Meanstreak. It's just a darker, plummier version of this one. And I am gonna deepen out the outer part of the crease, and I'm gonna take it a bit up here as well with just a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M507. It's perfect for doing detailed work in the crease when you're doing like cut creases and stuff. Doesn't have to be too thorough like at the lower part, because I am gonna cut this with some concealer afterwards, so it doesn't have to be too perfect. We'll fix it. And I'm going in bit by bit, smoking it up, just dipping it in the color, and just going in little by little, because it's always easier when you're doing like detail work to start with a little less and then just build it up. Normally I just go in and just hope for the best, but when I do detailed things, I like to be more thorough. So far I am loving this. It is amazing. I'm actually gonna put some of this under my eyes as well. I'm using this dark one, the one that I just went in with, an E20 from Sigma. And I'm just gonna put this under my eyes as well, like 2/3 in, so we can be done with these dark colors. And then I'm switching to the lighter color again. And I'm just taking a pencil brush if I can locate one. And I'm just taking a bit of this lighter color and I'm just smoking it out. Wait, fallout first. Fallout. Okay. First fallout. Then I'm taking a bit of the lighter color with the pencil brush and I'm just smoking out underneath. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the two like neon colors, the colors we're actually here to play with. And this is just a way for me to show how you can incorporate some really wild colors into a look with your more neutral shades. You can do this with browns as well. Of course, it doesn't have to be plums. I just chose plums because they're melt and I felt like doing an all melt look, and I haven't been playing with that stack for a while. So I am gonna cut out this crease, this part, with the Colourpop concealer, because that's what I think that this concealer is good for. I don't use this under my eyes, and I'll do it with one eye, and I'll show you what I mean when I'm gonna put on the yellow and the green, and we'll just do it with one eye first. I just smack it on, and then I pick a brush if I can find one. Maybe I should have found one before I did this whole thing. Oh, here it is. I'm just gonna, with my finger, just blend out this edge a bit. It always makes it easier to tap the last part out with your finger a bit. I am gonna pat on this until it dries a bit, so it sets just a little bit, because it's not the easiest to put stuff on once it's like wet. I like it to set a bit, and usually I pat on it while it sets so that I don't get a bunch of creases. So what I want to do is I want to do yellow in my inner corners, and then I want to have a yellow line, and then I want to have green over here. So I'm going to start with the green because I think that's going to be the easiest. So I'm starting with the green, and I'm just going to put this over here. Oh, these are so nice. No respect. And I'm gonna put the green all the way like on my mobile lid. And I'm just gonna leave a line where I can put the yellow. So that's what it looks like right now. So now I'm taking the one that's called Neon, which is the yellow one. And I'm just taking a very detailed brush. And I'm just gonna see if I can put this in this line that I saved here. So that is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna put a bit more of that, the darkest one, the one that's called Meanstreak. I'm taking the same detail brush, I just cleaned it a bit on my Veramona color switch. I'm just dipping it in, and above the yellow, I'm just gonna deepen the line above the yellow. And I'm going back in with that dark one and that little brush that we had from before. And I'm just blending over this edge here with the green. Really darkening out this corner and making sure that it's not super harsh. I think that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna do a bit more with the yellow in the inner corner once I've finished up some more things. I'm just gonna finish up the other eye as well, and I am gonna put on a little bit of liner mascara, and I'll be right back and we'll do the inner corners. Okay, here we are, welcome back. I put some mascara on, I put some liner on. I'm gonna put this Punch by Colourpop in my waterline, which is a very yellow thing. And I'm hoping that that will go with the look. Okay, time for neon again. I'm gonna take this detail brush again, and I'm just gonna put this in my inner corners, and I'm also gonna put this under my eyes, like the little space we saved here. And I'm just gently gonna blend that together with the plum that we had. Why don't I use this liner by LA Splash? This is in Whimsical. And I can just fill out this line a bit with some like sparkle. This is like a lemon glitter liner. I've never used this, but this is pretty, especially over that yellow. Okay, so I put that in the liner that I had, the yellow, and then also a bit in my inner corners, and I think it's pretty cool. Why do I have green everywhere? And what is this? Ugh. I'm gonna put on some falsies. I don't really know which ones yet, and then the look is finished and I'll be right back. Okay, I was just straight up lazy and I just pulled the ones that were just in front of me, and it was the Huda Beauty Sasha ones. Is it called Sasha? Yes, Sasha. And I think they're pretty. They're like the Iconics by House of Lashes, but just more spiky and a bit longer. But I think they go with this look, and that is the look finished. That is the hashtag TBT with the Melt Neon, used with some other colors, because sometimes it's not about just picking up an old palette, it's also about finding new ways to combine our makeup. And I think that that is the hardest thing now, because not a lot of big YouTubers will show you ways to combine different eyeshadow palettes or different eyeshadow brands, because usually they stick to a brand or a palette when they do a look, and I am the same, right? I really try, but you do get stuck in that trap, and I totally get why, because there is a lot of people who don't want to grab for different things, but I want to grab from different things, and I also know a bunch of you also feel inspired by grabbing for a bunch of things. So I hope that this in some way helped you and gave you some inspiration on how you could use a couple of really bright things in your collection without having to resign like to a totally neon look. So yeah, I think that was everything for this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to see you subscribed. The button is down below. I do upload quite a lot of videos, and I would love to see you in my next one, which will be pretty soon. I do upload at least 5 videos a week. Bye!